Okay. She's live. She's live. Let's see if we have anybody to come in and join me today. Since I waited till the last minute to set up my live stream today. So if you all can hear me, everything sounds okay and looks okay. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that would be appreciated. And you can also let me know in the chat as well, because I am live. This is not a replay at this time. It's not. So Sunday evening. And today I'm just going to be doing just chatting with you all and just coloring in my coloring book. So you can join me by doing the same. Get your projects out, and then we can just kind of chit chat for a little while. So I'm only going to be on for just a bit today. So I'm just gonna wait for a few moments and see if anyone wants to come and join me. So if you're coming on the replay, I just want to thank you for being part of my community. If you see me kind of looking away, that's because I'm looking at the screen. I kind of have the camera kind of down away from me, and then I'm going to actually switch to the desktop, and then you can see the coloring book that I'm using, which is right here. And this is the Posh Coloring Book. So welcome to anyone who is coming on and joining me. So I'm just going to color for a few moments, and I also wanted to just let you all know that this week I'm going to be releasing some journals into the Etsy shop. So be on the lookout for those. I'll probably have some individual videos coming up for those. And also, I have some junk journaling and some art journal videos that will be released this week as well. So if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button if these are the type of videos that you like. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, because once you hit the notification bell, that's going to actually it's going to let you know when things like this happen on the spur and also when videos actually come out. So welcome. I hope for all of you who are up north, and whereas it's like the tundra up there, it's nice and cold. I think it's starting to warm up a little bit. I hope you are having some good snow days. I was actually joking with somebody that, here in Florida, we always have snow days. So we never have to, we don't have to worry about that. It's always warm down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to color a little bit. And if anybody comes in, they can join me also. So I'm going to turn the camera down so that you can see the actual desktop here. So let's go here. All right. So here is my desktop, and this is what I started on last week. So I wanted to actually, I don't think I'll be finished with this week, but I'm going to actually color with this page right here. And I'm going to be using my Prisma colors, which I didn't take out, so I got to get those out. I'm telling you, I was rushing to kind of clean my desk off because I've been in journal making mode all week long. So let me just kind of put me on here a little bit, a little bit here. There we go. Because that's better, because, nobody wants to see talking hands. So if you're doing okay, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and also you can chat with me over on the side, so you can let me know if the voice is okay today, because the last couple of videos she was having some issues, but I think I got it fixed now. I actually took out some other coloring books because I wasn't sure if I was going to do the switcheroony on the coloring books or not, but I don't think I am. So this is another coloring book that I have. I love this coloring book. It's the Vintage Designs coloring book, and I haven't started using this one yet. I'm just only been using this one, which is the Posh Doodles coloring book. And both of these are up in the Etsy shop if you're interested. You can get both of them at a discount, or you can just buy one if you wanted to. But I love these because they have different levels for depending on how you're feeling, of course. So let's see here. All right, so I think everything is good to go. Oh, I wanted to show you this one too. This is the romantic country one, and I actually finished. I think I finished a page in here. Let's see. Oh, this one right here. I finally finished this one because sometimes I'll just color a little bit and then I go back and then I'll finish like a page or two, you know, just a little bit at a time. So this one came out really good. It took me a long time to do it too because I'm trying to get better at my shading. So, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Hey, Shannon, thanks for joining me today. How are you doing? Are you keeping warm? I was just showing this coloring page that I actually finished because I have a mini in this book, which is the romantic country. And you'll see I have like the bear here and what's this one? The restaurant. I think I showed these all last week as well. And then I like this coloring book too. But I still have some pages that I started and I didn't finish. I love this page right here. This one is one of my favorites. Thank you, Shan. Oh, hey, Amelia. How you doing? So Shannon says she colors three at a time. I'm kind of like that too. It's kind of up in the air when it comes to what I'm coloring. So this one isn't finished either. It almost looks like it's finished, but it's not. You can see I have a lot going on there. Hi, Teresa. Thank you all for joining me. We just relaxing and coloring today. So this is the page that I'm actually going to be working on. So let's move some of this other stuff out the way. I did take out these other Prismas. Oh, it's 60 degrees there. That's awesome. You know, I'm pretty much okay with weather over 45 and I'm all right. But since I'm down here in Florida, it doesn't even get that low most of the time. So these are this is my Prismacolors in the 150s, my 150 ones. And you can see when you're looking at it, you can see which ones I use the most, of course. Look at that green. The green's going down. Let me see. Let me just take a peek and see which ones are going down here. Let's see. And then look at that. I should line them up so I can really tell. I can really tell which ones have gone through. But yeah. Let me look in this one. Probably the ones towards the front are the ones that I use the most. And I was just going to use this one, which is the 24 color one. And definitely I've been using those. Look at that. So I don't know. Should I use these or should I go for the big dogs? I think I'm going to just use these because sometimes I kind of limit myself because sometimes it's just too many colors. Sometimes it's crazy. And let's see. This pencil holder is the bomb, and I actually did a review on this, and there's a link within that video. So if you look for the video, if you just put in Liz for a day in your YouTube search and put pencil case review, this will come up because this is the only one I've done, and it is awesome. And I still have some room in here where I can actually put things in. Oh, also, if you all are kind of new to live streaming, I'm assuming most of you are not. You're like me, you're YouTube watchers. Just know that there is a delay. So if it doesn't seem like I'm answering you or acknowledging you, it's just because I haven't seen you in the chat just yet. So hey, cool, welcome 73 in Texas. Yay! So Teresa says she's doing some punch flowers for her flat pen. What's a flat pen, Teresa? And Teresa says she's in Alabama, 67 today. So that's really good weather. Really good weather. So I am going to, let's see. So what I did last week was I used some Craft Smart markers, paint pens. That's what I use. The black came out kind of really good, and the blue was kind of a little bit I I'd say like, I wouldn't say sketchy, but it's just kind of, a little dodgy. But it's okay because, as some of the viewers said, it kind of gives a kind of a vintage feel. And once they said that, I felt good about it then because then I saw it. Because, sometimes you don't see things until somebody else says it. So now I kind of like the way that it came out. So I also need. I'm just looking in my Alex drawers next to me, y'all. I love this. I love this thing. If you guys don't have any Alex drawers, if you can, you should get them because you can store like a heap of stuff in these drawers. So I keep all my painting and coloring supplies. Well, I don't keep my coloring supplies in here, but my painting supplies. I'm just opening and closing drawers. Hold on, you all. I'm looking for my pencil sharpener, actually. I don't know what I do with it. I had to move it from a location. Here it is. So this has my pencil sharpener in it. And I just keep my pencil sharpener in a mason jar, because then I can kind of carry it around with me. So Shannon says that she was paper quilling yesterday. What is paper quilling? You guys are using some terms that I don't know what it is. So I asked Teresa what's punch flower. She said she's making punch flowers for flat pens. She said I take the writing part of the pen, put into the paper, and make it flat, and then decorate it. I make them some. Oh, she makes paper clips out of them. Okay, I understand now. Oh, she's working on a random act of kindness for Valentine's Day. So that's nice. I like random acts of kindness. I do random acts of kindness every now and then too. All right, so this is my pencil sharpener because I already know I'm gonna need this. So let's see, what colors shall we start with? I think I'm gonna do my whatsy who's it's the stems first because that's like a no-brainer for me. So I'm gonna try to not be on for more than about an hour today. I think I went over a little bit over an hour last time, but this time I'm gonna try to stay like within an hour. So by 8 o'clock Eastern time, I'm gonna shove off because I have some Etsy orders that I have to pack up for in the morning. Cause y'all, I like to ship my stuff fast. Cause I like it when I order things and my things are shipped out fast. So I always try to make sure when people order things from me that they get their stuff really quickly too. Even if they order like on a Friday night, I'll try to take it out on Saturday morning if I can. So it depends on what time, things come in or those orders come in. So Teresa said that those little flowers that she makes that they can be used for bookmarks or paper clips. That's cool. Or they can be used in a journal. I'm all about putting stuff in my journal. I am all about putting stuff in the journal. This is kind of dark. This is dark brown. Well, that's okay. I'm just going to put it down kind of light anyway because I'll be using the blender to kind of blend things out. I'm getting good with my blender. All right. So, have you guys colored anything this week? Oh, let me tell you. We go to the movies every week. It's kind of like a family thing, and we go usually on Sundays with my mom. She loves going to the movies, so that's what we do. And we went to see Glass today, and that's like the second part to Unbreakable with and the director is M. Night Shyamalan. And you know what? His movies are kind of like a hit or miss for me. They're either like really good or they're like really bad. Like The Sixth Sense, that was really good for me. And Signs, that was good. But Unbreakable was like, that was not that good for me. And this was kind of like the second part to this, and this one was even worse. If I say a movie is not that good, trust me, it's not that good. And so I definitely, if I had to do it over again, we definitely wouldn't go see that one. It's like really slow and the storyline kind of sucked. Oh, that would be so kind of you, Teresa. I'm gonna have to actually I have a contact um, a contact form that you can contact me on there, and then and then once I have your email address, we can share some information. Okay, so I do want to put a little bit of this gold on here also. So let's see, just in some spots. I don't want the whole thing to be, because I like when things are kind of like two-toned instead of just kind of flat. Because there's no way I could really, I mean, there is, but, you know, kind of do some serious shading on these. I like watching other people color in their coloring books, and it looks like they're doing it so fast. But sometimes they're speeding things up. So, all right, Teresa, I see your email address. I'm gonna write it down. It was actually YouTube blocked it, but that's good because you don't want your email address out there. Because remember that these videos last forever, you all. So you definitely don't want to like put that kind of information on there. But I'm gonna write it down. I'm not going to release that message, Teresa. But you're good to go. And I just wrote it down, so it won't be an issue. We'll just keep that hidden. We'll just keep that one hidden from the rest of the world. All right, so what I need now is my blender, and my blender is inside of here, so I got to get it out because I only have one blender. Yeah, I like the two-tone blending too. It's very, 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 very nice. But my blender, I've been using it to death, so I find that the blender actually, it seems like it's kind of hard to get like a nice point on it when it comes to sharpening the pencil. I actually have an electric sharpener, but what I found with the electric sharpener is it just eats your pencils like nobody's business. You get a good tip on it, but it eats it a lot, so I just use a handmade one. Ooh, Reubens are good, except for I don't eat meat right now, but I remember what Reubens taste like. I like the sauerkraut. Reubens are very, very tasty. So I don't know if you all heard, because when I came on, there was no viewers on when I first came on. But that's okay. I just tried to give a little bit of a review for things that are coming up this week on the channel. I'm trying to be a spot more active than I've been for 2018. So we're trying to be a little bit more active for 2019. And me coming on here coloring with you all is part of that. I have a few art journal videos that's going to be coming up. And also you'll see some Etsy restocking videos as well, because I've been making journals this weekend, so I'll probably do one video per journal just so I can go through it really like slowly and nicely or whatever. So I got some art journal stuff coming up, and I may try to record me making a new junk journal, one of my quick junk journals, so you all can see. You don't have to, I can make a little junk journal like in 10 minutes that I use for myself. Of course, the more elaborate ones and everything, those take a long time. All right, so I'm going to do some leaves this time. So let's see, how do we want to do our leaves? I don't know. See, when you have like so many little things, I get confused. I don't get confused, but it just takes me a minute. So let's see. I think I'm gonna do. So you just gotta get going. Just get going on these things. So that's what we're gonna do. I should like sharpen my pencils after I get done like coloring something, but after you get done coloring, it's like a job. Nobody wants to sit there and color things. Oh, you like the junk journaling ones? Yeah, I love those too. I love both the art journaling and the junk journals because they just like it's amazing what comes out of those things. Make sure I'm, let me make sure I'm on the cam because sometimes I'll do things I'm not even on camera. Let me see. Can you all see what I'm doing? Yeah, I think so. Uh-oh, somebody's calling me. But that'll have to be a callback. All right. So, do you all have any craft projects that you're going to be working on throughout the week? Do you have like knitting and stuff like that you do that you come back to? I have so many projects. I was watching this one lady's video and she does like glue books. And at first I was like, "What? Glue books? What the heck is a glue book?" But a glue book is basically when you just find things out of a magazine and then you just kind of you glue them into a book and that's all you do. It's like no writing, no painting or anything. And at first I was like, that's not something I think that I would enjoy. But then the way that they do some of the things, I thought maybe it might be something that I would enjoy. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I always kind of use like a yellow color, so this time I'm going to use like a peach and kind of mix these colors a little bit because I wanted my flower to be, my leaves to be a little bit of a two-toned color. Oh, and back to the glue books though. So this lady, she does these glue books and everything. I kind of lost my train of thought though because I forgot what I was going to say. Because I got stuck on the glue books. But oh, what I was gonna say is she does glue books, and then once I find like a good channel that I watch, I usually what I'll do is I kind of binge on it. And so I was binging on her channel, and she was doing like a craft room tour. I was like, yay, I love craft room tours. So I was watching her craft room tour, and man, she had she had a lot of stuff in one room, which I'm guilty as charged on that one. So, I don't judge people's craft rooms at all. Because most of the time, and I have to use my craft space is actually workspace. So this desk here, I use it for work too. And so, but after I get done crafting, it's like I don't know what it is. It's like paper all over. It's like eating popcorn. It's like popcorn everywhere. It's like paper everywhere in here. So she did have like a lot of stuff in there, and then she was showing how many projects she had, and she said I'm not kidding you guys. She said she had like 200 projects going. 200 projects. And I was just thinking, why? Why would you have so many projects going? And then I started putting some of the projects that I had together, you all. Because you have stuff laying all over the place. And I have to say, I have quite a few projects started myself. That see, when you're not counting, you don't know. But I started counting the projects that I had, and I don't know like what I got up to anyway. But I can tell you, I probably have more. I'm ashamed to say it. I probably have more than 25 projects going. That's at least because, like I said, I didn't really count. But she said she had 200 projects going, and I was like, I got a little judgy. After I said I don't get judgy, I got a little judgy because I was like, why would you have so many projects going? But it's like you just start stuff and then you don't finish. Like the coloring book, those pages I was showing in the beginning, technically those would be projects. So I have quite a few of those going right now. And then I have journals going where I've like already started the books and I got bookmarks going and I had other ideas that I started. So it's just like, you know, just don't be judgy. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, any, um, wait, let me go back a little bit. I don't want to miss anybody's comments here. So Shannon says she's got ADHD. So yeah, her creative creativity runs in all directions. You can say that again, sister. So she said she has a million things started. See, so Shannon has a million things started, whereas the other lady I was watching only has 200. So with the glue book, yeah, take out one book and glue it into another. Yep, that's what they do. Take out the pages. But what's kind of cool about it, Teresa, is like they do like what's called scavenger hunt books. So they're looking like for specific items in the books. So they might be looking for things that are just like a specific color, or maybe they're looking like for just pocket watches or something like that. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I could kind of see how people would kind of gravitate to a craft like that. It's easy, and you kind of get like some self satisfaction out of it too. I'm just using all the wrong colors here. So I told like I got it as soon as they started doing it. I was like, but then I was thinking I don't want 200 projects going, so no. All right, so I'm like really behind now. Let's see. Let's see. So Shannon is talking about some of the projects that she started. It never stops, does it, Shannon? It never stops. It's like an ongoing thing. You can't stop because it's like, and then when you're watching YouTube, it's like you see new things that you can try, and you're like, ooh, I have the materials. Let me try that. Like I started making stamps out of foam, out of fun foam. I was like, I have some fun foam. I've had it for like probably like 3 years. I got like a whole package of it, and I used just a teeny bit of it for what I needed it for, and I never used it before again. And then I saw a video with people make how people making those stamps, and I started making the stamps. So there you go. There's some more projects right there. It's like the internet. It's like a rabbit hole for crafters, especially when you start watching YouTube and you see all the beautiful things that people make. It's so awesome. People are so creative, and it's so nice that they share. And that's why I like to share too. It's nice that people share what they know, so you can do that stuff too. So I'm just trying to keep up with the chat a little bit. It was going there for a second for me because I'm chatty myself. So I'll start talking about one comment, and then I get chatty. Did you all know, just in case you all are like online shoppers, did you know that the postal rates have gone up for 2019? They actually, for the last few years, they've been going up anyway. But I don't think like consumers have, they don't really notice it at that much because they see like a lot of shops and like Amazon Prime and things where they offer like free shipping and stuff. But as a consumer, you have to understand that really shipping is not free. All they do is just build in shipping into the price. So shipping is like it went up a lot um, on January 27th. So if you're buying stuff and you notice that the prices are really high, I won't say really high. If you notice the prices are higher, especially like in the Etsy shops and things, that's because the shipping has gone up for the United States Postal Service. And the reason why I mentioned that is because I had this person that wanted from Germany that wanted to buy like a stuffed animal for me, and I was like, "That's cool. They want to buy a stuffed animal all the way from Germany." But what happened was they ended up canceling the order because it cost like the stuffed animal cost like $19, and then it cost them like almost $30 to ship it. So I don't think that overseas people either realize that shipping has gone up a lot. So, and for like the small business owner, especially the poor little Etsy shops, that's just something, that's a cost that they can't really afford to absorb when it comes to shipping. So just know shipping is not free. Teresa, I don't know. You said isn't that the reason for a live? What is that in reference to? I'm not exactly sure because I'm a little bit. Remember, I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, they think they get you on with the free shipping and thing, and I get it. That's a marketing tactic, and people they fall for the okey doke on the shipping thing. I won't call it okey doke. That's just kind of like a marketing thing. But shipping is crazy high now. I don't even pretend. But you just have to be a smart consumer and kind of understand how things are priced. Because you can still find some really good deals out there, even with the crazy shipping these days. But it was only a matter of time before the United States Postal Service kind of raised their rates. They're going to go out of business if they don't. And you don't want the United States Postal Service to go out of business because if everything was privatized, then you go see some crazy shipping for real. Yep, that's true, Teresa. The big box stores, they can do a lot of free shipping because they have high volume. You are exactly right. They have high volume and they have really large margins on their stuff. You know what? I love, love, love the live videos. These are like my favorite ones to make. And for a couple of reasons. One of them is I get to talk to people like in real time, and that's pretty cool. And the second reason why I like the lives is because I don't have to edit the video. Because editing the video, I won't say it takes the fun out of doing the YouTube videos, but man, it's a lot. It's time consuming, and sometimes that's just time that I don't have personally. So this helps a lot, so I can stay connected to my crafting tribe. You would have put your son in the tub earlier. I'm gonna try. I came on last week. I mean, I used to do these on Sundays around this time. It's been probably at the beginning of last year, and then I had to stop because I ran out of time. But I decided to start again. So I just started doing the lives again. So you all can kind of be looking for me like around 7 o'clock. It took me some time to even set the video up for today. So I didn't even set it up till like 6:45. So you wouldn't even see anything pop up in your notifications if you have your notifications on. I won't do that way. So you wouldn't even see that until wouldn't have seen it until around that time. But just be looking for on Sundays around 7. I'm going to try from now on. She's going to make an effort to try to come on around that time. So you just, that way, I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible. And we'll come on and color together or whatever craft that you would like to do. Yep, Shannon. Shannon says by the time you pay for shipping on stuff, it's probably cheaper for you to just go to the store and buy it. And that's true. But you know how I think about it, Shannon, is I think about it as a convenience fee. So because I'm gonna tell you, I like online shopping because I do not like going to the store and shopping around for stuff. Because sometimes you could be looking for one little item and you have to go to like 6 million stores to find what you're looking for. And that is no fun for me. So it's a convenience fee to just go online, put it in the search, find it, pay for it, and just have it shipped to your house. Um, I actually, at for an example is I went to Hobby Lobby and I was looking for some boxes that hold the 12 by 12 papers, which I don't have that many, and I've been using them like crazy. Thank God for that. And um, every time I would go to a Hobby Lobby, they would have like one or two of the boxes, and I needed like about six of them. And but the thing is, those one or two boxes were always like damaged. They were crushed, or you know, they just were not in good shape. And so I decided I'm gonna go on Hobby Lobby site and see if they were on sale, just like they were in the store, and they were. And I just ordered them from there. However, the ones they sent me were damaged, just like the ones in the store. I was kind of PO'd about that. I was happy. I had to pay a little bit more because I had to pay for shipping on there. But I felt like it was a convenience fee because I think I went to like three or four Hobby Lobbies looking for the boxes and I couldn't find them, but I knew that they sold them. So, okay, Teresa, we're not going anywhere. Yep, Sunday it is. All right, so I think we have all of our leaves done. See, that was pretty quick that we got the leaves done. So I hope y'all can see it good because, when I'm looking at it on the screen, it doesn't look good. But when I look at the replay, sometimes things that I don't think you guys can see, you can see pretty good. So, all right. So next, let's do, I don't know what I want to do next. Oh, you're already back, Teresa. That is too funny. Let's see. What do we want to do now? Of course, we're going to do a flower next. I don't know how I want to do the flower. Okay, I'm going to use these two colors. So I think they have a good little contrast. So let's test them. Let's see. So I like this color is something violet. I can't read it. Oh, you know what? The contrast between these is not that much. We want more contrast. So let's see. Yeah, let's use that one. And maybe and the pink. So, okay. Put these back in. We're done with those. And let's use these. All right. So let's see. Oh no, I don't want to go to bed yet. It's kind of early. I think I'm going to do this one here. Let's do this one here in the middle. See what we'll come up with. That's why I didn't take out the big 150s. Because I have too many choices when it comes to colors, but the choices are so nice. But sometimes I just challenge myself just to use just a few colors, and then I'm okay. Okay, that's the darker one. This one. This one will be next. No, you're not the only one. I thought about doing like some swatches and stuff, and I know that I've seen people doing the swatching also, but that's a lot of work, girl. It's a lot of work to be doing swatches. I am going to do some paint swatches though because I like taking the my swatches to the store with me, so I won't buy the same colors over and over again. I'm going to show you the ones I started working on. I might come on a live and do the swatching. It's kind of a mindless activity, but like what crafting isn't though. So let me see. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna show you all what it looks like. So this is the swatching that I started doing. And what I intend to do is to put like some tags in between, so I'll know like what like specific products they are. Like for instance, like this one here is this, I got it written on the back actually. It's a Tattered Angels mist and it's sunlight. So I just put a little bit of the Tattered Angels on the back of here. So that's nice. So I'm gonna put like a tag on here that says Tattered Angels. And then this next one, this is like the Craftsmark acrylic ones. So I just did like a little swatch on there. So on the back, and then I'll have a tag that says Craftsmark acrylic, so I'll know. And then, so of course I'm not finished. Look, I have all these blanks, but I actually have these in the shop as well. They're like squares, and I just took like a hole punch and just punch. They're thin enough so that you can just punch a hole right in it, and I just stuck it on a ring. And so this is going to be my swatches, and then I can just take this and I could put it on a key ring if I wanted to, because these are not coming off of here, because it's nice, is it's thin enough where you can punch the holes but you can't pull this off. So I could actually put these like in my purse and take this with me to the store. So I may come on a live and do this. I don't, it'll be in the next couple of weeks though, because the swatches, since they're on this plastic, it takes a little bit of time to dry it, but these are just, they're like the perfect size for the swatches for sure. So I'm going to enjoy that. You can get those rings. I'll tell you, you can get them from like the dollar store if you have. I'm using the wrong thing. If you have a dollar store in your area, we always assume that people have dollar stores in their area. Sometimes they don't. And also, sometimes it's not cost effective to buy things from the dollar store all the time. Um, so I would say, like, if you need like a lot of rings, I would buy them off of Amazon. It's cheaper to buy them in a more bulkish kind of manner than to actually purchase them at the dollar store. But if you want, if you the convenience fee is to go to the dollar store and pay a little bit more per unit. So just keep that in mind. That's my tip, but you all probably already know that. Yeah, the dollar store has those rings. Sometimes at my dollar store, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can find the rings, and sometimes I don't. And they stay pretty well stocked up. But the thing is finding the right size that you want too, because sometimes they have the right size and sometimes they don't. Right now, I'm using like some big old 2-inch rings, and I don't think I've seen those at the dollar store where I'm at. They have like the 1-inch rings, but I needed to use like the 2-inch rings. So that's why, sometimes it's just not good. You don't like people. You're shy. You're shy, Teresa. I don't mind going out. I'm not shy at all. I'm like the life of the party, but um, every now, I have my moments. Sometimes I feel introverted. It depends on the people I'm around. But I can talk to a stranger in a minute. I can strike up a conversation if they're friendly. Because sometimes you try to strike a conversation up with people and they don't want to talk back. And I'm like talky on here, but usually when I'm out, I'm not that talky. I'm usually like listening. I'm observing and listening to other people. Yeah, I hear you about the drama. There's always drama. I was watching Project Runway. I was watching some old episodes yesterday, and man, they had some drama on that show. But I know they do it for the ratings and stuff. But dang, I'm like, can we just get to the design part? I don't want to see all that drama from those crazy drama queens. Yeah, you got to keep yourself surrounded by positivity. Get rid of them. Get rid of the crazy folks that don't want to act right, because they'll take you down. They're no stranger than you. My mom hates it when I start talking to people in the store. She's like, "What are you doing?" Because she will not do that. She's friendly, but you got to start the conversation first with her. She's not going to just start a conversation. The customer service people, sometimes, their day has just been so hard, there's no cheering them up. But surprisingly, I hear lots of people say stuff like that, but I rarely run into a grouchy um, Walmart person, customer service person. But I will say, though, they are not that knowledgeable about their jobs, though, because they can't find crap in the stores, and they're not going to help you look either. But they're friendly with you now. They'll talk to you and they'll laugh and joke, but don't ask them where something is. They don't know. That's the crazy part, and that's the part that I don't like. Because when I go to the store, I want sometimes I need help finding stuff, especially if you go like to Lowe's or Home Depots or something like that. I need help finding stuff. And usually when I go to the hardware store, no problem. People, they are so on their game. They train those people like nobody's business. So I never have any problems finding stuff at the hardware store. But Walmart, forget it. I just go try to look for stuff myself because I know you ask somebody, it's going to be like, you just ruined their whole day because they're not going to know. Tell them to shut up. It's nice that you share your positivity, Shannon. Some people don't appreciate that though. They don't see it for what it is. And sometimes our positivity gets on people's nerves. I don't know why, but in other instances, I think it's more beneficial to the world to be positive than not. Let the hate. They say the hater's gonna hate. The hater's gonna hate. Ooh, I like the way this flower is turning out. It looks better than I thought it was gonna look. Yeah, finally getting some color on this page. Finally getting some color. I'm like really going out the lines though. Ain't really digging. I need to be more careful. You know what? It's harder for me to color when I'm on here on the camera because I try not to move the book around. I'm trying to keep it like in one spot, so that's hard to do. Makes me go outside the lines, but I think I'm gonna have to turn the book a little bit. In my recommended videos, this one coloring video came up, and I forgot what it's called, but it's a thing where people color and they whisper when they're talking. I cannot watch those videos. It's like somebody scratching a chalkboard, even though they're talking like really softly. I'm like, why are they doing that? Why don't they just speak up and talk? Ooh, Shannon, you seen some nasty customer service people. And I don't know why. I guess maybe the pool of employees is like low and they just hire those people. Why do they hire people in customer service positions that don't at least have a good attitude? That doesn't make sense. It makes your company look bad too. I always try to be nice to my customers, even when. Oh, speaking of like crazy shipping and stuff, I know that in my eBay store, I know that it automatically does calculated shipping. So from wherever you are, if you want to order something, it's going to calculate the shipping for you. So I don't have any control over that. And I swear, I sell like these glass pot lids, and people, I have gotten so many like terrible messages from people who say, "You're selling this for this much? Are you crazy, lady?" I had somebody cuss me out in a message because the shipping price was so high. But I try to, I now don't even answer them back. I just delete the message. I'm like, that's because you stay in Hawaii and I stay in Florida. And so, or you stay in Alaska. You know how much it's going to cost for stuff to get shipped to you? No, because people don't know how much shipping is. See, I went all the way back to the shipping thing. That must be on my mind, but not really, because I just ignored the last email that I got about that. I got one this morning when I woke up. Are you crazy? I could tell the tone of the email. You crazy lady? How dare you sell something and it costs this much to ship it? I just delete. Don't even answer that one back because they're not asking a question anyway. They're just making a snide comment. Because normally I answer all my emails. Yep, that's true, Shannon. If you live so far away, you should know that the shipping is going to be high. And also on most of the platforms like Amazon and eBay and things like that, I think you can do it on Etsy as well. You can actually just search for things. You can filter out things that are close to where you live at. So, like on eBay, you can put in the filter that you only want to find like coloring books that are 100 miles up to 100 miles away from you, and then you won't see all that crazy shipping stuff. But if you just say, I'm just looking for coloring books, it's going to show you coloring books from people in Sweden that's selling coloring books. It's going to show you coloring books from people that are in Japan. But so you have to put the filters on. But a lot of consumers don't know how to do that, they don't understand it. So, and some of them, they just, I don't know, they don't have filters on over the internet, so they just think they can say whatever they want to. Oh, you charge what the post office charges you? And that's what I do too. I don't overcharge people for things. I just do, I let the system calculate the shipping on the items as well. And then that way there won't be any issues. Let the system do it. I don't have to worry about it. Because if I know for me, if you really want something, uh, it depend, when the shipping costs come up, that's your convenience fee. You'll pay it if you want that item, especially if it's a one of a kind item. That's just how it goes. You can't fix stupid. You can't fix stupid, and that's why I just essentially hang up on those people. I just delete their emails because that's exactly what it is, and people just getting stupid. And I'm like, why are they even sending me that email? Because it's not going to hurt my feelings. I got thick skin. When I first started selling stuff online, that kind of stuff would hurt my feelings to no end. And I would think about it and I would want to write like a long apology and all this stuff. But now I'm like, you know what? That's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about that. They will be okay. And I just keep it moving for the rest of the day. Because when you have, when you're soft and you're sensitive to other people, which sometimes I am, it just bothers you. And you want other people to be happy. I'm a pleaser too, so I have to watch out for that. Nope, you can't fix what the government is doing either. Which it is tax time. Speaking of government stuff, oof. If the government stays open long enough for us to do our taxes, which I'm not even gonna talk about that. I am not getting into that. I don't talk politics. I don't like talking politics and religion with people because people take that stuff serious, man. They go in the trenches. I want to stay out of trenches. I don't want to get dirty. My flower is coming out really pretty. I like it. It only took me like 45 minutes to do it. What time is it? Ooh, y'all, it's almost 8 o'clock already. See, I didn't even get finished with that much. But I just don't want to stay on for too long because, again, I got packages that I have to get get ready to go out for tomorrow. I want them to go out on time because I'm a pleaser. I want people to be pleased. But I want to blend this flower out first, though. And I'll probably use these same colors, which is nice because I'm using this so I'll be able to know which colors that I'm using. Maybe I'll write it down too. So let's blend our colors out. So it's like a lot of white patches and stuff. Once I use my little blending tool, it'll be okay. Yeah, you can't change the post office. You can't change the post office. I think stamps at the post office now are like 55 cents. I remember when stamps were like 3 cents each. And I don't think I'm that old, but I guess I am now. I guess I am getting that old. So when I can remember when you could get penny candy for a penny, but then I had an aunt that I lived with, and she was born in, of course, she's passed away now, but she was born in 1902. And whenever I would talk about penny candy, she would always say for a penny they could get like 100 pieces of candy when she was little. And when we were kids, you could only get like one piece of candy for a penny, but now I don't think you can get candy for a penny. So that just shows you inflation right there. How inflation affects the economy. Just with the penny candy scenario. We had this candy store when I was growing up called the Sweet Shop. And we used to stop there on the way to school. I used to spend my lunch money buying candy. All right, Shannon. Later, I'm going to be shoving off in a few minutes as well. As soon as I get done blending this flour. But I enjoyed chatting with you. Thank you for coming on with me. I appreciate it. Remember, 7 next week. Don't forget to hit the notification button if you guys haven't, because there's more stuff coming out. All right, so this is lovely. Just lovely. See how that came out when I blended it? Let me see. I'm going to try to bring it closer. Hopefully the focus won't go off, because sometimes my camera does that because, it's not fancy smancy like that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, wait. There we go. That's pretty, isn't it? So I think that's all that I am going to do for today. So we did the leaves, we did the stems here, and we did the flowers. So definitely these pages take a long time to do, but it's nice. It's a nice relaxing activity to do, and a no-brainer. We don't have to think about things. So I like that a lot. So let me just bring myself back up for a second So, okay. So I won't be looking at the screen too much, but I'm still trying to look at the chat a little bit. So again, I have some art journaling things coming up this week. I have some junk journaling. Did I say junk journaling? Art journaling, junk journaling, and also some journals for the Etsy restock is coming up as well. If you love videos like this, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget the thumbs up before you leave. You can leave a comment below the video if you come on the replay. And I think that is about it. So I'm going to put all this stuff away. And I want to thank everybody that came on tonight with me. I really enjoyed chatting with you. And we're going to come back and continue on this page journey next week around 7 on Sunday again, so you can grab your coloring books and whatever you want to do, and we can craft together. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.